Good evening, I'm Brian Reagan, this is
Tyler Kelly.
And welcome you to our Twilight Talks on the Psalms. And tonight we are in Psalm 37, 12 through 29, Tyler.
The wicked plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them, but the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he sees that their day is coming. The wicked draw the sword and bend their bows to bring down the poor and needy, to kill those who walk uprightly. Their sword shall enter their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Better is a little than the righteous person has, than the abundance of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The Lord knows the days of the blameless, and their heritage will abide forever. They are not put to shame in evil times. In the days of the famine they have abundance. But the wicked perish, and the enemies of the Lord are like the glory of the pastures. They vanish like smoke, they vanish away. The wicked borrow and do not pay back, but the righteous are generous and keep giving. For those blessed by the Lord shall inherit the land, but those cursed by him shall be cut off. Our steps are made firm by the Lord, when he delights in our way. Though we stumble, we shall not fall headlong, for the Lord holds us by the hand. I have been young, now I am old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, or their children begging bread. They are ever giving liberally and lending, and their children become a blessing. Depart from evil and do good, so you shall abide forever. For the Lord loves justice, he will not forsake his faithful ones. The righteous shall be kept safe forever, but the children of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land and live in it forever.
All right, so a lot going on in this one. Just a few things to look at very quickly on this one. The Lord is keeping watch, essentially. The Lord's keeping watch over the righteous is kind of the point of this. Verse 21 and 22, if you have debt, let's get on top of our debts, brothers, sisters, friends, and let's get them paid off. And let's not acquire any new debt, okay? And say, if you've been behind in getting some of those debts paid, call your creditors, set up arrangements, get back on track with them. Okay? Why? Because I need you to move from the place of being in the category of the wicked to the category of the righteous. The moment you start paying back your debts, you move out of being counted in the wicked and you move back into the realm of being in the righteous. And then you go on, it says the righteous are generous and keep giving. You say, well, I can't give if I have bills. You can't afford not to give. You can't afford not to give. Because look at verse 25 and 26. I've been young and now I'm old, yet I've not seen the righteous forsaken, nor their seed begging bread, or their children begging bread. But look at the second part of that. They are ever giving liberally and lending, and their children become a blessing. Why have you not seen the children of the righteous begging bread? Because the righteous are using their finances to sow a blessing. This lending here kind of goes over to what Proverbs says when it says, he that gives to the poor lends to the Lord. He's not talking about the righteous lending and charging interest in that sense, no. It's true or false, Tyler? In the Old Testament, Jews, the Hebrew people were supposed to charge each other interest on money loaned.
They weren't supposed to, were they?
No. So it can't be lending like that. But if it's lending in the sense that you're lending to the Lord, you give liberally. What did he say in the proverb? Whoever gives to the poor lends to the Lord. Giving liberally is lending to the Lord. Now guess what? The Lord has something. You have seed that you've sown that God can now bless and bring a blessing back to you. That's the point. Why do you think the World War II generation's children were the most prosperous children in the history of America? Because their parents, which would be my grandparents, Tyler's grandparents, great-grandparents, that era, because they took this passage literally. They gave, they blessed, they helped people, and their children reaped the harvest of it, called the baby boomers and the hippies, And guess what the baby boomers and hippies did not do like they should have? They weren't righteous. They didn't give like they should have. And now, you know, the greatest generation, their children enjoyed the greatest prosperity. Wow. Thank God my grandparents were givers. I'm their seed. Thank God. He said, what do? I give liberally and I lend to the Lord. Why? Because I want the Lord to bless me. I pay my bills. I want the Lord to bless me. You know? And verse 27, depart from evil, do good. Stop wrong, start right. Stop wrong, start right. How easy is it to go from the path of the wicked to the path of the righteous? Stop wrong and
Start right.
Start right. Stop avoiding your bills and
Start paying your bills.
Start paying them. Stop trying to hoard and start giving. Is it really that simple? Yeah. That's you know, Tyler, I think that's the worst thing about the Bible. Is it's really that simple. I think about that one feller. You remember him? Naaman the Syrian. He left mad and almost didn't get blessed by God because the instructions that were given to him by the prophet were too simple. You remember what his servant said to him?
If you'd had it in one of the nice rivers in Syria, you would have done it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. But he also said one other thing to him. He said, if the prophet would have commanded you some great, magnificent, difficult, costly thing to do in order to get your skin healed, would you have done it? And he said, yeah. And he said, then how come you're not going to do it when he commands you something as simple as this? At which point Naaman goes, oh. And he goes and he does the simple or complicated thing.
Simple.
And he received.
God told, or what Naaman told? Not Naaman, Elisha told him.
And he received exactly what Elisha told him. Simple. It is that simple. And the simplicity of the Bible is why so many people miss it. It's that simple. Tell them when we see them again, Tyler, and then tell them good night.
We will see them this Sunday morning at 9:30 for Bible class, either on live stream or in person, and then 10:30 for our morning worship, also on live stream or in person. And we will see them then. Have a good night.